This playthrough is rated E10+.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Thieves 4, Sly 4, Thieves in Time. Man, having one of those days, huh? In the last episode, we started to slowly dismantle the Black Knight's empire. Now there's only one more to go. Galeth and Carmelita formed a form of friendship. Maybe nothing more than that, but still, something required in respect and admiration. But anyway, Galeth's time to destroy the bakery. How dare they make donuts? And bagels, and bread, and French bread, and I don't know, all the different breads and pastries and everything like that. What am I? I'm a player of games, not a baker.
Gallup, you need to get to the floor above, but I don't see an access point. Look around, there must be a way up there.
Leave it to me, Bentley.
I was just seeing if there's any secrets or anything like that. Although, would they do something? Would they add secrets back in after from a previous chapter or from another chapter? Oh, there we go. But anyway. Well, there you go.
All right, this is it. You'll need to shut down those 3 sub-generators to disable the central device, but be careful. I suspect the system has an auto reset, and you'll need to deactivate them all before that happens.
Enough twaddle and gobbledygook. Time for action.
Oh boy.
What? Gobbledygook? Man, that's a more modern term. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the history. Certain ones I'm not sure the actual history of when it comes to certain words, so I could be wrong. Uh-oh.
Fear not. Sir Gallet will triumph.
You know, it's like, it makes sense that the thing would start exploding. So we get different,
Time to end this wickedness.
Wicked deeds be done by good deeds.
Bask in your glory later, Gallup. Right now, you need to get out of there because that place is gonna blow. Remarkable work. You did it, Gallup. We've smashed the Black Knight's operations.
Well, that was really fast. I could have done that within the last episode. Well, I don't play too far ahead when I'm play testing stuff. Well, it depends. I don't play test every single game before I record because I only have so much time. But usually the ones I do are, I usually don't play test like platformers and stuff like that. I usually play test like RPGs or strategy games. But all right, now that the Black Knight's operations are down and out, time to hit the final stroke. We must, we'll put this Black Knight to the same Black Knight in My Python and the Holy Grail. 'Tis be more than a flesh wound that we'll be putting upon this knave. How dare he take advantage of this people in this town and everything, and knock out the one good person in it, the Knight Galeth. I'm trying to remember the actual story of a Black Knight in Arthurian lore, but God, it's been so long since I've read those. I don't remember a lot of the details. I know, like I said, Arthurian legends and stories tend to be told slightly differently than the more modern tales and what they consider to be a goodly hero and stuff like that. You know, I know most of them tend to pronounce certain virtues over, kind of like Ultima. If you want to look at, yeah, Ultima actually would be a good idea of like virtues and what they considered for knights to be.
Looks like the Black Knight is on the move, Sly. You need to stay on his tail until I can get there.
All right. Hurry up, Slowpoke.
Whatever, just don't lose him, Sly.
All right, let's not lose the Black Knight. He is going to. He is.
Facilities in town are down. I'll have to look into that. I have a feeling Cooper has something to do with this.
How do you know? Oh wait, no, you work for that one dude, so that makes sense. But yeah, he will not get away from us. He will be seen by us. He will be known. Why am I talking like that? No reason. No reason.
With Cooper is really giving me a headache. He makes me so mad. I need to squash him once and for all. Then I can get things back on track.
I'm sorry I'm being such a pain in your neck, dude. Well, I'm gonna be the Sly in your side. Well, don't turn around, with your red eye beams of death.
After I crush the Cooper gang, I'll put them all in the circus. Maybe even shrink that van of theirs down and turn it into a clown car. How fun.
A clown car, you say? Circus? Well, I mean, Sly would do well in the circus. I mean, everyone's got some interesting tricks of the trade, so why not, right?
System is malfunctioning. It's probably those darn birds again. I need to invent a scarecrow with a rocket launcher.
I'm surprised I didn't get caught. I didn't mean to fall into the line, but I guess I was technically, even though the...
Going into the blacksmith shop. Should I follow him inside?
Now, I'll take it from here, Sly. I should be able to get inside through that hatch on the roof. Time to get some answers.
Why would Bentley have to go in? Are you like one of those characters that's like, I have to do it? It's like everyone's like, but I'm more qualified. I have to do it. And you're like, okay, calm down. Yeesh. Is Bentley ready for the surprise inside? Don't worry, my friends. It is going to be a gosh darn Jack in the Box when we find out the mystery to who the Black Knight is. Will it be some criminal in modern day times? Some robotics master? Some who used to make Doom bots, or battle bots back in the day? Who knows? We don't know, folks. There's no way for us to know.
Rats, I can't hear anything from up here. I'll have to get closer without being seen. I can turn those laser fields off with my darts. I better stay
then we
up here
can
in the rat
blow
nest.
up.
I can't risk being seen.
Decisions. Should I feed Cooper to the dragon or make him into a rug? Maybe I'll feed him to the dragon first, then make him into a rug with the leftovers. Ha ha ha.
No way I'm letting this guy get his hands on
Making
Sly.
someone into a rug.
We have to stop him.
God, turning him into a rug. That's pretty gruesome when you think about it. Okay. Then make sure that there wasn't like a jumping area around here. But yeah, shouldn't the bombs he used to blow up these things, wouldn't that make a really loud noise? To notice the Black Knight would be like, what was that?
I really should add a refrigerator to this armor, or at least some kind of cooler for drinks. I get so thirsty walking in this thing.
A refrigerator. Not a bad idea. I wonder if I could fit one on this chair.
Blasted Cooper gang. They may have shut down operations for the time being, but I'll have the last laugh. My castle is impenetrable. Once Operation Overlord is complete, I will be unstoppable.
Operation Overlord? I don't like the sound of that.
I don't like that either. Although, if it's the same as Overlord the video game, then I will enjoy it. Oh, sorry, I didn't know she was talking with the 3 second, or actually I think it's more than like 4 second sound delay. I miss out on stuff like that, or I end up talking through certain conversation ticks. So, but I forgot about the Overlord game. Yeah, it's been forever since I played that. I remember those being fun. I don't know if they're perfect or anything like that. I said it's been a while since I played those, so maybe they're a little outdated. Although the Overlord franchise hasn't been oh, right. Yeah, sorry folks, I had to remember the controls for this. It's been so long since I'd done it, I'd forgotten. Oh. Yeah, I forgot you're supposed to use the beam of energy and stuff like that. Okay. Pull that up. Yeah, this is what happens when you only play a game like once a week. You forget little details. Sometimes I do have to actually watch for those videos. I sometimes have to pop in and actually watch my. Sometimes I do have to actually watch. I usually don't tend to watch my own videos, but every once in a while I'll have to if it's one of the videos that like that I only do once a week. So oh, I can't get in there. Oh, because there's I don't know why I kept running into it.
Right, there's gotta be a lock for this around here.
Well, yeah, like right over here. Do I have to get into the other one? Okay, never mind. There we go. Man, if only hacking was this fun in real life. And not like the movie version of hacking, like actual hacking. I don't know all the details, but I've seen actual hacking at work, and it's not as glamorous or as over the top as you think it is. But, you know, it's a movie. Obviously, you've got to glorify certain things just to make it more entertaining for the audience. But, yeah, people actually saw actual hacking, and they wouldn't think it was... Well, man, never mind. Alright. Yeah, good thing these things can be taken out by a simple dart. Who knew that darts were so useful? And, of course, it's going to get rid of everything. Whee! Who knew wheelchairs were so handy capable? Alright. Oh, I guess she's not going to be talking, so... Alright. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, this Black Knight is his, Oh, do I just have to jump over? Huh. I didn't think my wheelchair could jump that far. Oh, I guess it is, huh? I sometimes overestimate the wheelchair, like how far it can go.
They're malfunctioning too often. Maybe I should give them wheels instead of legs. And where is that stinking Paradox when I need his help? He owes me everything for stealing Bentley's time machine plans. Bentley? Oh, Penelope, what a little fool you are.
Oh no. My plans? That means I caused all this? Penelope! Oh, please, Penelope, be all right! I swear on my mother's shell I will crush you myself, Black Knight!
I don't think that's what the Black Knight said. If you haven't figured out, viewers, let's just wait for the game to straight out tell us, shall we? Even though it pretty much straight out told us. But, because of what the Black... unless the Black Knight was whispering that last little bit. But that's hard to tell. There wasn't like little indentations or subtitles to indicate thinking it or whatever. But, yeah, if you haven't... I'm going to go over that maybe at the end of this episode. But to now, I'm just gonna play along with like what the like I have been the whole time. I'm gonna play along as if I don't know any better. Even though, I mean, obviously, a true mystery needs to be able to be solvable before it actually occurs. If you're paying attention to all the clues, some movies and media do this better than others. I'm not a fan of the mystery where, and Shyamalan and others did this like this, where you could not figure it out at all until it's actually told to you. And I'm like, well, that's not a good mystery then. That's just, you pull the wool over people's eyes without giving any context clues as to what's going on. Like, you can't just do that type of surprise because that's not a good surprise. It's, you know. Now, does real life work like that? Maybe, but that's not how mysteries and stuff like that work, you know. I don't know. I feel that extremely lazy for people. It's like, oh, you didn't see it coming. It's like, because you didn't leave any clues anywhere in the story to indicate that that was a thing or possible, or we could come up with that. A good mystery has it strewn about somewhere in the story to go, oh, you know, that maybe you didn't notice it immediately, but if you look at it, you're like, oh, that's what that means. Okay. Yeah, very few people can write that well because they like to think, oh, I tricked you, you know, but all that just meant is you were just a lazy writer, you know, or designer, or whatever you want to go with on that. That's probably one of my few pet peeves when it comes to, like, writing is just lazy, you know, the lazy hidden villain that is never shown until the last minute, even though there should have been clues to indicate that we would have figured that out sooner, you know. One of the ones I don't like is the Frozen. I'm not a fan of that movie in general, but it has some, you know, and it's weird how popular that movie is for all the issues it has. It's not even the greatest of the Disney like animated movies either. Yet, according to sales, it is. But sales of a movie does not make it a great movie. But the mystery, I mean, whoever cares about spoilers for that movie, was his name Hans or what? Not Hans. The prince ends up being the villain. But the thing is, there's no obvious clues that he's a villain till it pops up, and he there's a scene where in the movie which breaks the whole idea of him being the villain is when he's like knocked over the pier and he's isolated. There's no one there but him. After like Anna or whatever knocks him into the drink, he just like smiles and goes, "Oh, that Anna," and I'm like, that pretty much disregards the whole like him possibly being a villain because of that, because he's isolated. If he'd like actually felt like he'd actually felt, he would have like snarked or got annoyed or whatever. But no, he's just like, "Oh, it's fine, huh?" It's like, so he basically clearly lied to the viewers, you know. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, like I said, it's one of my few, when it comes to writing, that's like one of my few pet peeves. And I'm not even that great of a writer, but you know, even I can even notice like poor writing or lazy writing. And with all our options and everything, you think that wouldn't be a thing these days, but no, because it's more prominent, more people are trying to find a way to get their name out there. So they, well, there's got to be a secret over here. Otherwise, why would this be isolated like this? Yep. Oh, I can't. I had to blow it up. I was wondering why that was by itself. I was like, oh, there's got to be a secret over here. There's got to be a secret, a clue. But yeah, let's pretend that I don't know what's going on. So, oh man, the Black Knight did something to Penelope. Man, hopefully she's okay. Whoa. Oh, it just changed the algorithm on it. Man, she was such a nice character from the previous game too. I mean, yeah, she started out a little rough, but
guards leak oil all over my clean floors. Why is it so hard to find good help? You do invent a robotic lady.
Looks like someone's AI routines aren't up to snuff.
But yeah, she was a nice character. I mean, yeah, she started out like I said when you first met Penelope, but you know, she grew on us. She had a crush on Sly at the beginning, but then fell for Bentley, and it was a nice like.
Vacation. Some place where I can get a fruit punch with a little umbrella. Somewhere tropical with no robots.
Vacation. I'm gonna make sure the only place.
Yeah, she and Bentley worked together with. She and Bentley worked together to like, you know, and they got closer together and became a couple. It was so nice. Is there another? Or am I just supposed to fly over that? I'm probably supposed to fly over that. Yeah, it was a nice relationship, you know, and Bentley and Penelope deserved it, you know, but and then all this happened. Oh man, the Black Knight, you fiend! How dare you do this such a thing? You know, it wouldn't be funny if it like something like happened where it changed like a character's personality almost 180 degrees, almost nonsensically, to the point where it's like, why, you know, like I mean, sure, people can act like that in real life, but you know, you have to be consistent for. Is there anything over there? No, I guess not. But we're not talking about real life here. We're talking about story structure, character development, and everything.
Suit is so hot. I need some air.
Much better. I can barely think in that thing.
It's not possible.
Phew, that thing's almost as stuffy as Bentley.
Penelope? But why would she?
If only Bentley hadn't been brainwashed by Cooper's honorable thief nonsense, we could have made billions in weapon design. The two most brilliant minds on the planet working together. We could have owned the world. But no matter. Once Cooper's out of the way, he'll see things my way. Poor Bentley. He's kind of cute when he's being dumb.
I think I'm going to be sick.
And there it is, viewers. Dun, dun, dun. The Black Knight was Penelope the whole time. Apparently, she wanted to make billions in the arms race, and that's why she betrayed Bentley and the Cooper gang. Yep, money. That's all it was, folks. Money.
When Bentley returned to the hideout, he crawled into his shell and wouldn't come out. Nobody could blame him. Penelope may have betrayed our friendship and trust, but she betrayed Bentley's heart. I knew he blamed himself for the whole predicament, but it wasn't his fault. Everyone took turns trying to coax him out, but nothing worked. In the end, it seemed that Bentley would have to come back to us on his own. Unfortunately, we couldn't wait around. We had a villain to take down, with or without Bentley's help. And this time, it was personal.
Yeah, there it is, folks. The big, like, well, I mean, it's not, I guess it's not huge in the grand scheme of things. And no, I'm not as annoyed as I'm actually acting right now. This is one of the biggest contentions in the series, was this choice right here to turn Penelope into a villain for this game specifically. And if you talk to people, people were kind of I don't know if I'd say shocked per se, but people were kind of disappointed that they went this route. I mean, yeah, I think they should, I'm not against, like, having an arc where someone betrayed the team that was previously friends with them, but I mean, there's no, and we will finish this at the end, but she clearly just turned 180 villain. It's not like, and she's by herself when she's talking when Bentley hears the news, so it's not like, oh man, I wanted to make millions on the market, but I feel like my security is better than that. No, she just straight up goes, I'm a villain, ha ha ha, mwahaha, I need money, Bentley dumb, Cooper evil. Even though she was, I mean, I guess you could have thought that maybe because Cooper rejected her for Carmelita or whatever, because in the third game she kind of had the hots for Cooper at the beginning until Bentley, kind of was made a man out of him, and then she fell for him, and they were a good couple together. Also, the thing I don't like about the character design, you notice how Penelope was more short, squat, like, I don't know if I say dumpy, but super nerdy, and then this, all of a sudden, she's almost turned quote-unquote supermodel-ish. It's almost kind of creepy how her model was changed, like, to be, like, this, like, well, I don't know if I'd say, well, I guess model or something like that, like, more you'd see on a magazine cover type of situation. And then they do the twist with her, and it's, I don't know, man, it's just, I mean, obviously this wasn't made by Sucker Punch, and we don't know if they had any other concepts for a sequel outside of the third one. Probably not, because they handed off the series to, well, they gave it back to Sony, because Sony technically owned the rights to it, so they just let them have it, and then went on to make Infamous, I think is the game they worked after this. But it's just, I don't know, it almost feels like character assassination for just to have a twist in the story. Like, and I'm talking about this with what I know after the story is over. It's and I wasn't even the hugest fan of Penelope in the first place. It's just, I don't know, man. It just seemed like, I don't know, man. It's just, I think they could have done the story better where she betrayed the group, but it made more realistic sense. Like, she was, like I said, maybe she wanted the money for financial security, that she didn't think that just being friend with the thieves and everything was worth enough. No, it's just, I could have made billions. That's it. That's why this game's, like, probably the weakest out of the entries.
But how? Man, we need Bentley back.
I am still a bit bewildered that the Black Knight was a friend of yours.
Yeah, well, obviously she's no friend of ours now.
In the face of such treachery, there is but one option. We storm the castle and smash this villain!
Okay, slow down, Turbo. How do we get inside the castle?
That, I know not. However, I do know how we may create some exceedingly useful explosive devices. You and I must part ways. I will gather firebulbs while you must procure a bottle of Merlin's magic powder.
Of course. And where would I get this?
Why, at the carnival, of course. I hope your archery skills are satisfactory.
Oh, I think I'm up to snuff.
Then the die is cast. Fare thee well.
Alright, time to play as Galeth and get those firebulbs.
Three should be sufficient.
Why are you talking to yourself, Galeth? Yeah, it's just a reiterate for us as the player. But so yeah, let's get back into the story now. Let's. You know, like I said, I'm not that annoyed at the twist because I'm not one of those people that's like super invested in. I'm not one of those people that gets so super invested that I get annoyed at a story. Usually, there's like a handful of times where I've generally been like, okay, what the heck, you know, type of situation. But that happens very rarely because I'm just like, because I don't.
Now to ferret out 2 more.
It's kind of weird. It's like I said, I'm not like if you actually talked to me about this, like when I'm not playing the game, I'd be like, oh well, that was. I think that was poor writing there, but that's that would be the worst you get out of me. But I think I had to say this for the purposes of other fans of the. Wow. Okay, I didn't. Whoops. Oh, that's how we're supposed to get up there. Okay. I wonder if I can just. Dang it. I was hoping maybe I could just like. Sometimes if you get to a certain area, you can like, the enemy will stop attacking you, or you become like invincible or something like that. But nah, not in this case. Okay, fine. Can you stop attacking me, please? Thank you. Okay, but I feel like I had to bring it up for those who were fans of the Sly Cooper games, and thought that yeah, Penelope become just a straight up wahahaha bad guy. Just I don't know, just seemed to be character assassination, you know. It'd like be it would almost be maybe not exactly the same. It'd be similar if Bentley became a villain for money, and that's it. No other reason at all. He betrayed the group for money. Same concept. How would you feel? How would you feel if Bentley like betrayed the group and just said, "Haha, I wanted billions in the arms market"?
Heavy armor is quite stuffy.
That's the idea I'm trying to get with this. Like that's why people would be annoyed at it. There actually were lady knights back in the day, but they obviously it kind of like a Joan of Arc situation where you know had to cut her hair short and everything like that, which must have been uncomfortable because most male armor is not designed for the female form, unless you're extremely. Because it'd either be ill-form fitting, or if you were extremely, well, let's just say curvy, it would be uncomfortable. So, but I think I've said my piece on that. Let's just say I think it was a very poor decision, and the
I hope Sly has given his archery much
and the reasoning
practice.
for it was, and I think the reasoning was weak too. So, like I said I think the rest of the game is fine, for the most part, but I thought that was a very poor story decision on their part, or at least the reasoning. Anyway, if they changed the reasoning, I think people would have been more, would have received it better. But I would say that really in this game, that's really the only, other than not being made by Sucker Punch, that was really the major controversy with this game, was the Penelope betrayal. It's not even the major. Well, I guess it is a major thing because of because her stealing the time machine caused this all to happen in the first place. But, you know, like I said, money. It's like, you know, it's like, what? I've heard worse storytelling in, like, D&D games before.
Step right up, ladies and gents. Try your luck in our game of skill. Well, hello, Governor. Want to have a go? Do well enough, and you could win yourself one genuine bottle of Merlin's magic powder, guaranteed to cure despair, curl your hair, and answer your prayer.
So how is it for making bombs?
I gather some firebulbs and it's bang zoom combustion.
All right, let's try the archery game. So.
Oh, beautiful aim, boy.
What happens if you hit yourself? Okay, you get negatives.
Oh, you got the eye, friend.
So you had to hit anyone with a target. I think you. Okay, never mind. I was thinking, like, I wonder if it's one of those games where the combo gets higher. At least it's a little bit easier than the shooting game in Fable 2. I never did go back and get that final gun on screen. Oh well. Oh yeah, at some point I'll have to end up preparing a Fable 3 playthrough. It'll probably be a while till I do that, just because it wasn't that long ago that I got finished I've heard this voice actor before. He did some voices for like Warner Brothers cartoons and stuff like that, like Animaniacs and all that. Oh, I missed the dragon. Probably would have given me like 10 or something like that.
Good shot, lad.
I think I should be able to hit the goal by the time limit as long as I. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, he did a lot of like Warner Brothers and Looney Tunes cartoons voicing, but I forgot. I'm not sure what his name, his voice actor's name though. I've heard it before. I just can't recall the name. And I know it's not like Rod Paulson because you can tell his voice really easily. Oh crap! Oh good. Okay. I wasn't sure. I was so close. I was like, oh no, did I not get enough points? No, we got enough points. So excellent. Yeah, we're definitely trying to make our own with Bentley incapacitated, which I understand. He has a broken heart, so it's gonna take a little while. I mean, your girlfriend of like I don't know how many years before the third and fourth game occurred. At least one or two, if anything. And then all of a sudden, she breaks your heart because she won. She thought, is she doing the thing where the girlfriend thinks your best friends are like taking all the stuff away from her? Oh, I've heard of people like that. Those are terrible people. But anyway, looks like with Bentley out of the way, yeah, he's not even in the menu for. I think you can still buy stuff, but he's not there to choose from. Well, it looks like with the twist that Penelope is the Black Knight, the group morale has dropped a little bit, especially with Bentley. But we must continue on if Penelope must be shown the lessons that what she gets when she betrays her friends. Will we be able to betray her? Or betray her? Will we be able to put forth her treachery to shame and put Bentley back to right as the braids of the group? Find out next time in the next episode, Sly 4, Thieves in Time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.